Welcome back to another episode of the Off-Air Hustle. I'm your host, your favorite cousin, Deona Hustle from Kansas City's #1 for hip-hop and R&B, Hot 103 Jams. You know me as a host, MC, DJ, whatever it is behind a turntable or a mic. It's most likely your favorite cousin, Deona Hustle. Week 5, back at it. Shout out to everybody that tapped in last week for the solo episode. And as promised, I have a guest today, but not just any regular guest. This woman is phenomenal. She's been doing her thing. She's from Kansas City, Overland Park to be specific, and she's on 50 Cent's hit show, Raising Kanan. Power Universe has been taking over TV for some years now, and she's been taking over Raising Kanan. We have Erika Woods in the building.
Thank you.
Hey.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for taking the time. We had you on Hustle and Shine in the morning, so I appreciate you for taking double time with me today.
My pleasure. Very fun.
And we got some segments we're going to dive into. Okay. But first, how did you land your role on Raising Kanan?
Wow. Actually, work begets work. I auditioned for another role. Thought I nailed it. Didn't get the role and was crushed.
Wow.
And actually got called back. They were like, well, actually we have something else that we think you would be right for. Would you be open to it? I'm like, sure, you know. And it was actually bigger and just wonderful. And I did it and I booked it and I just fell to my knees. I was just so excited. So sometimes when you think stuff doesn't work out for you, because I was heartbroken, there's a bigger blessing.
Yeah, I like that. That's a good message. We've already jumped into the underlining messages. Now, before we dive into more about your career and experience that you've had in modeling, being an actress, working in the NFL, journalism, you've done a lot.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
We're going to take a pause.
Water, by the way.
Yeah, it's water for now. We're going to dive into a quick icebreaker, okay? These are what I like to call this or that questions.
Okay.
Rapid fire. You can't be thinking too much, okay?
Oh, okay. Perfect. Okay.
KCK or KC Mo?
KC Mo.
Modeling or acting?
Acting.
Chiefs or Royals?
Chiefs all day.
Rock or Unique? I'm putting you on the spot. Come on, Pop. If you want to say no comment.
No comment.
That's always an option.
I love them both.
They're great. Date night or a solo night?
Date night.
Invest in real estate or have a garden?
Invest in real estate. You can buy the garden, you know. See, yeah.
Clock it. Blacklist or Raising Kanan?
Oh, Raising Kanan.
Okay.
Sorry, Blacklist.
Both shows are great. I know you've been on both.
I love them both, but Raising Kanan.
Okay, all right. Now you got your start. How young?
You know, I started taking classes, in elementary school.
Really?
I did the Nutcracker, changed 4th grade. I was like, I'm hooked. This is it. I'm here.
But you always wanted to do it at that age. You just
always
wanted to.
Did Midsummer's Night's Dream. Always wanted. I just loved attention. I loved movies.
That's the Libra in you.
Oh my God. And I was grown. Like my parents would take me to the movies and art house movies too. Like, I remember going to see A Brother from Another Planet. And just my dad was like, I want you to see this, or watching old Mahogany. My mom, I'm like, whoa, okay. Things that just awakened me. And I'm like, I want to do this. And watching Dynasty. And so, and then I took classes at Theater for Young America out in Overland Park, and they just made me feel special, give me leads on things.
I love that.
You know, in school, they were like, you might not, you know, but here I was able to just shine. So it was on up from there.
So it sounded like that sparked really while you were still in Kansas City.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times you hear people have that spark when they finally go to another city. So it's really nice to hear that right here in the town, you got that love was really just
I think you're born with it. I
like
hate
that.
to say it. I think you're born with it. You just know. You know, my mom was like, I'm going to name her Erika because she's dramatic. She was in my stomach. She's going to be a drama queen. So Erika after Erika Kane. I literally think you know it. You're born for this, you know?
Yeah. And so you also graduated from Howard University.
Yes.
Shout out to the HBCU.
Thank you, HU.
But your major was journalism.
Yeah.
What happened from you having that spark of love in Overland Park to you being like, no, I'm going to do journalism in college?
The realism hit. Okay, so for me, with journalism, I love adventure. I always wanted to do acting, but I'm like, I didn't really, that confidence. I was like, I know everything that comes along with it, your privacy, just a lot goes along with it. And not always by choice.
Yeah.
And journalism always intrigued me because I wanted to tell a lot of stories. And then I had some really close friends that were journalists, and they're like, "Oh, there's a shooting right in front of me." I'm like, okay, maybe I'll just play a journalist, or maybe, and so I would always take theater minors, and I just really fell in love. Like I found my tribe with the other actors and the directors and the people in the theater program. And I was just like, this is what I want to do in all aspects, in front, behind, in the office, raising money. Like I liked every aspect of acting. Yeah. And I couldn't really say that about journalism.
And so journalism did this kick in before the NFL? Because you worked with corporate sponsorship.
Yeah. No, NFL was like, it was just kind of draw of the luck. I loved sports, and I wasn't finding a job right out of college. And, they were like, come, there's this temporary opportunity. And I was just doing so well. I was going to the training camps, doing corporate sponsorship, and they were trying to gear me for in front of the camera. And I'm like, but I like sports. I like football. I don't like and it's NFL, but you have to like every sport. And I'm like still taking my classes at night. And then I get laid off. And I'm literally on the steps of the NFL, and I get scouted for modeling.
Really?
This lady comes up to me. She's like, have you ever thought about modeling? I'm like, I thought like maybe she was hitting me. I was like, I'm good.
Right. This sounds like a setup.
Trying to get a job. But I'm like in my head. And she's like, no, I'm a modeling agent. I think you'd be great for our print division. I'm like, all right, I'll give it a try. And I booked the first thing she sent me out on.
Wow.
It was like for Plus White toothpaste.
Wow.
And that went on to do a commercial.
Yeah.
And so it was just kind of a natural progression.
You've done several commercials, Duck and Hines, Red Lobster, several different. Your face has been everywhere.
Thank you. Yeah, commercials was my thing. If it was food, I was there. I was getting it. Like, I don't know. I would just authentic. Like, they're like, eat this. I'm like, cool. And I'm anything food. It was a running joke. My friend's like, you gonna book it. Erika's got them. I'm like,
do they give you deals when you of course?
Hell no. I was like, can I at least get some Red Lobster gift cards?
Right. Can you get like a month supply?
No. They're like, we paid you.
That's it.
But Duncan Hines was fun though. We did get a lot of like goodies, like as we went to film, like little packs of cake, and I was in heaven. Oh,
that has to be fun.
Yeah, until you get what is it, the shock when you eat too much chocolate.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
So with commercials, they give you spit buckets. So they're like, I literally took about 150 bites of cake that day.
You're kidding me.
No, for the money shot, because I had.
This reminds me of like the Matilda, that episode where was it Matilda? The movie Matilda, where she had to eat this. Somebody had to eat this chocolate cake.
Oh. No, you think you like something. Like to this day, I'm like, I like the yellow cake with the chocolate frosting, and so we would do so many takes. And so I'm trying to make it authentic so they could see us swallow. They're like, have you been eating this? So I'm like, yeah. And they're like, are you okay? And I'm like, I'm not.
Wow.
I think I had like hypo. I don't know the exact word.
Yeah.
It's a big word, but too much sugar. And so that's the only thing with commercials. You can get lost in it. You have to know you can use that spit bucket. You got to figure it out.
I never even thought about that, because from of course somebody on the outside looking in, we're just imagining all of it's fake. Like we're just like, you're just pretending to take a bite, or maybe you do one real bite. You're sitting there taking multiple bites.
If you're a vegetarian, you can't go do a Whataburger commercial. You're going to have to eat that burger. You have to be sure you're doing multiple bites.
Oh my God.
If it's makeup, you're actually putting that makeup on your face. It's, Well,
at least we know the people endorsing it, in a sense, you're really actually partaking.
Oh yeah. Love Duncan Hines. No.
Hey, go ahead, send us some goodie bags.
Let's get another commercial pop.
Yeah. And so from commercial screens to being on TV shows, what is the difference? Like for you from an actor perspective, what was that transition like?
Well, TV shows is a whole different discipline, because, it's especially with us I've been privileged to be on different sets. It's no joke. It's you come, you're ready to work. you're developing your character. So it's a little different with commercials. I know for me, I was given a family a lot of times, so I'm have to, let me bond with the kid, and you do that in TV too, but it's different. It's about the same amount of time. It's just a different preparation process. It's a very interesting question. It's just different in the fact that the commercial, you're selling a product. In the TV show, you're creating a world. Yeah. So when I go to work, like it's hard for me because I'm kind of method. So if I don't like that person on the like I'm kind of like, okay, and I'm slowly getting into character as I'm like driving, I'm listening to the music.
Yeah. Right. Getting in tune with it.
Yeah. With commercials, you can drop in a little bit more like, okay, I'm about to eat this cake. I'm about to
get this done and
change this kid's diaper and sell these Pampers,
Yeah. Right.
So it's a little different preparation process.
Well, congratulations to you on all the success you've had.
Thank
your character as Pop in Raising Kanan. So you and Wendell Pierce play Snaps and Pop. You guys are the OGs of Raising Kanan.
Yes.
That y'all sitting on the sidelines. That's how y'all try to portray it. Y'all try to act like we did our time in the game. We cool. We chilling.
Yes, indeed.
So I love the way you all came on the scene because our show was like, who is this? And then when you came on, I feel like the first few scenes we saw you were a little bit flirting with Ronnie, a little like you was. I'm like, wait, ain't
Pop
that
is hot in
Snaps?
the ass, like for real. Like no, it's out of control. Like I just wanted her to be that auntie that everybody I know has an auntie like this. That is just very confident, finds every man handsome, but it's you don't know if it's authentic,
right,
or if it's a weapon. And I like that because men just are the ego, is something with men, and so I think that Pop is very aware of that and moves accordingly to where she even makes men feel uncomfortable, and I love that because I'm not like that in real life.
That's what I was going to ask you. How do you how did you connect with your character?
Really a lot of it I base off of my mom and off of the first lady in my church.
Really?
Yeah. Like she would tell you I wasn't always saved. And
you
I
sound like my mom. That's
her.
how she is.
Yeah, I mean, I love. That's my little brother over here, y'all. He's like, because I love her. Shout out to Reverend Arnick and his beautiful wife. I love her, and I love those layers of people. And those are the type of people that I can take advice from. Because I'm like, how are you going to tell me about don't do this or don't? If don't, right. And so and then there's a classiness to it. And then my mom, who's just the strongest person I know, and had a restaurant with my dad. Like, I based a lot of Pop on that.
Really?
Like, she was the one that would handle the money. She was the one that actually, was really the boss, but people would think because he was the man. Oh, well, let me ask, him if I can have the day.
Right,
really it's,
right.
My mom running everything. So I thought that was always the strong silence was always, and kill him with kindness was always just amazing.
It's
traits.
lethal in a sense, at least for regards to Raising Kanan. Like I like the role that you play.
Oh man, thank you.
And I can't wait to see. I know the new season is coming out March 7th, so I can't wait to see that for sure. Because I'm definitely gonna be texting you, and I'll be
Please
like,
do.
Like in live time, I'll be like, why you just do that?
Oh, no, people stop me, because a lot of people didn't recognize me. She wears wigs, but now I'm starting to get recognized more.
Yes.
Either it's like, thank you, Pop, because my husband talks to me the way that you're, now because I told him I want to be introduced the way that, or they'll say, why are you like that? Why are you flirting with every? Like I'm like, that I'm an actress,
right? This is right.
Make believe,
right?
But it's exciting to have people that really support the show and support the character.
Yeah, and the chemistry you all have as far as you and Snaps is great. How is it? How is it building that chemistry and working with Wendell and even other people that you have been on multiple shows with?
Oh, it's easy. He is just so great to work with and so professional. So I think it has to do a lot with the other person. I've just always been lucky I know it sounds cliche, but I mean it, to always work around people that are just wonderful. And he was already one of my favorite actors. So it was just really easy. And he makes you rise up, like him, Patina. and Tony Danza. Everybody's just so giving.
I love that.
So it's easy. Once I got over the being starstruck, a little starstruck. I was like, but once you really feel like you're a part of the family, and just really spending time trying to get to know. Is something I like to do. Like, let me, what do you like? How can we create this chemistry? How can we, what are things about you that I like? What are things that I might question? And we were able to do that because he's just phenomenal human being. So very easy.
I love it. Okay, cool. Okay, so this is our double cup segment. We'll pull a question, answer it. We'll pull like maybe 2 questions or so. Brought to you by Hustle and Shine in the morning. Kansas City's #1 for the hip hop and R&B.
The best, my favorite radio station. Shout out.
Right here. Yeah. Okay.
I don't know why I closed my eyes. Well,
No, that works too.
Okay. Do I read? This is fun.
Go ahead and read it.
Okay. Oh, I like this. What is a lesson you've learned from working with your castmates or crew that you carry into your personal life? Oh, I love this. Well, I will tell you, working with Wendell and working with Tony, because I work with them a lot.
Okay.
They have taught me the importance of being kind, being humble, respecting people's time, and everyone in the crew. Because, I don't know, starting out in modeling, you're kind of like self-focused, so you're just like, let me be my best for this camera. And then I've been on other shows. But getting to work with them, because just really the lesson of family first, meaning just be on time, do your part, be prepared, respect everyone's space. Like, those are lessons that I'm carrying over, and it just really helped me as an actor.
Yeah.
Because then you don't view anything as trivial. Everything is about the work, and then you'll want to work with other people. Want to work with you again.
Yeah, absolutely. Building relationships and
building relationships
and maintaining them. It sounds like is key.
Yeah. I'm gonna save this as a souvenir.
Yeah, please do. Please do. Okay, go ahead and grab you one more.
Oh, perfect. All right. Thanks. Okay. If your character could be played on another show, what show would it be? All right, I'm going to put Pop in the Dick Wolf family.
Ooh.
I would love her on, because I was on the show and I loved it. I'd put her on FBI Most Wanted.
Okay. I just saw the clip that you were on. Yeah.
They were great. Pop's trying to be hunted, or she's now turned and she's on the other side of the law. I mean, the years are different, but it's all the same.
Yeah,
so Pop would go into the Dick Wolf, one of the FBI shows.
Are there any other shows that you're watching that you're a big fan of? Because I know it's tons of us. We're fans of Raising Kanan, but are there some shows that you sit back or your guilty pleasures?
Ooh, Abbott Elementary.
Really? I have not made enough time to watch. I want to binge it. So I've seen clips. So every clip I've seen, like I bust out laughing. I'm like, I need to watch this.
Oh, it is everything. And Cheryl Lee Ralph actually likes Raising Kanan, so I'm actually even like. But I would say I love Abbott Elementary, and I like Hard Knocks. Like, I know but I like Hard Knocks.
Yeah,
I love sports stories. But yeah, Abbott. Watch. Okay. Start tonight.
And you said you love sports stories, so I know. I'm assuming you're going to New Orleans.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
We're gonna be seeing you with the Chiefs flag. Yep, 3-peat on the way. How much you think they're gonna win by? I need Erika Woods' prediction.
I'm not. I plead.
You can't. Okay.
I plead the fifth on
See,
that.
I will say that I said that the Chiefs this last game were gonna win by a field goal, and I stamped that, and I wrote it, and I tweeted it. Time stamping everything.
You got that right. See,
and I put it down, and it was correct.
Like, you're cheating. The player. I'm scared, but I'm.
Well, at least we can just agree on the fact that the 3-peat is on the way.
It's on the way.
It's on the way.
I would start planning outfits. Are you going to go to the parade? Is there going to be a parade?
Yeah.
I don't know what the deal is.
So just like last year, it should be Wednesday.
Okay.
So me and my friends are already planning. My friends are coming in town that weekend. They're already letting me know that they're staying till Wednesday. I'm like, okay, cool. We can celebrate for the parade. So we're thinking ahead.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out what I'm wearing to the parade.
Yeah.
That's what I'm on right
You
now.
and Taylor. Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, Taylor. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. I don't know if she went. Did she go last year? I don't think she was there last year.
I'm sure she'll come. Yeah.
I think they're talking about putting it in the Chiefs Stadium this year.
That's what I couldn't remember what I heard. And that's far.
Wait,
but,
huh?
oof.
At Arrowhead?
For safety reasons since last year's.
That's safer?
That's what I had heard.
I would think so because everybody has to go through the screening process of making it through the metal detectors and all that. So
see, I was thinking along the lines of if people needed to run out and leave, or they couldn't just run out. That's what I was thinking. But that might be smart. That's kind of hectic. How in the world is
that
the
Uber situation out there? Is,
crazy. Yeah. Well, the more you know. Shout out to Esau.
Yeah,
for the information.
Shout out to Uber.
They'll get you where you need to go.
Hey, us, we love Uber. Yeah.
I got one more you could pull, and then we'll slide into our green and red flag segment.
All right. I like this is great.
Thank you.
What's a funny moment you had on set with the power crew? Let's see. What is?
Sounds like it's a bunch of them.
Well, one I think is, they soon implemented a rule like no friends on set. But so we film in New York, and so I happen to live near where we film on location.
Okay.
We own a bar restaurant, Snaps and Pops. So I live near there. So we're doing an exterior, which is outside the bar one day, and my homegirl, she's a nurse. She's a New Yorker. I love her, but yo, E, is that you? Like, just everybody, we're breaking character. Like, people are like,
so this is why you guys were filming.
we're filming.
And she was happened to be nearby.
100% walking her dog. I'm hearing E, and I'm like, I think that's who it is, but
oh my God.
You please see that I'm working and just, when they yell cut, we good, E, yo, Eric, oh, what? I know you see me. Oh, word, E. It's like, I'm like,
oh no.
You don't see the camera.
Right, it's like she ain't see the setup, she ain't care.
She damn near got her ass a part on the show. She's like, I ain't no actress, I'm a nurse, but I just thought she wasn't talking. I was like, no, I was literally working.
She would be perfect for a scene.
Oh, she is. People had jokes for like,
I bet.
Yeah, but people were like, okay, we like you because we, it's not your fault. I was like, I am so sorry.
So what happens when those type of moments happen? Do you guys just pretend to keep going? Like you just try to pretend like it's not happening,
it's
or
a cut? Like, because it happens a lot. People, we'll have where they'll have PAs that'll try to keep the extras from where people New York or something. Like, excuse me.
Because the way you guys are filming, you are in New York and there's stuff going on, and I'm assuming you can't just tell people they can't walk down.
And a lot of times they're like especially out in Queens when we were filming in Queens, they were like, no, move. And we're like, it's not.
See, I always hear people in New York they're just strict. They don't care.
Yeah, most of the time they're nice, but if you got to get to work and it's quick and that's sure you got, but it was funny. There's been other moments, but that one in particular, it was loud.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, there were cuss words. I was just like, girl,
like chill.
She was like, I didn't know you were working. She's like, I thought you were just ignoring me. I was like,
she didn't see the camera.
She didn't get it.
Okay, she didn't care. Yeah, tunnel vision. She just saw you and was like, that's my friend.
I was like, well, that says something about our acting because we look, we're walking, and so
that's what's up. Okay, I'm glad that worked out, and nobody was in a frenzy.
Yeah, no, it's just
okay. So this is next segment, green and red flag. So here you go. Take your flags.
All right.
So this is actually a new segment that we're doing. So you're the first to do it, and we're doing actor do's and don'ts. Okay. So I'm gonna name off a couple different things. If it's like, oh, absolutely not, or make sure you do this, which flag to raise. All right. And if you want to elaborate on some of these, because a lot of us we're not actresses, let us know. Give us the lingo.
Perfect.
Okay.
Right.
First thing.
I keep bumping this. My bad.
Are you good?
Thanks.
Memorizing lines.
That's a green flag.
That's an actor do.
Yeah, you have to. Yes.
Okay. You can't just.
No, you have to. First of all, you need to just memorize. You need to not worry about memorizing. Learn the story.
Okay.
Best advice ever. Actually, Wendell Pierce gave me that advice because you're trying to memorize lines. He's like, no, just learn the story.
Do they give you a summary of the story, or you just you don't? You just try to.
Yeah, we do table reads. So we'll get So for this show, because it's very, private, you don't get a full script. You only get your scene. Okay. So you're like, oh, what's going on? So then we do a table read, and that's when you hear everything. You're like, oh, so some people learn they may die, they may, live, they may, rob a bank, who knows? But you learn then. So once you learn the story, then it's easier to work on the memorization.
Got you. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Break character.
Oh. Ooh.
So no,
stay focused. Don't do me. Don't break character. And then everybody's really funny too that I like work with. So it's really easy to break character, but you just want to stay focused.
Yeah, I can imagine that should be difficult, especially when you get around, you have some type of, you have good chemistry with the castmates, and you probably have your own inside jokes off, I was going to say off air. That's my radio lingo. Off screen. And that's probably difficult.
Especially when Ronnie was alive. Oh, Ronnie was, because that voice. And you don't want to laugh, and you just would walk in and we just all fall out laughing.
Ronnie been terrorizing Raising Canaan since he stepped foot on set.
He was the scariest, man.
Yeah.
Less is always more.
Use body language.
Use body language. I guess that's a green flag. You can express it. I mean, long as if you're an actor, you have to stay in that frame. You just have to, but you want to be natural.
And I'm sure the continuity matters here too, because if you're going to do a little something, you need to make sure you keep doing it for each angle.
Look at you, girl. Yes.
Clock it. Okay.
Hire her, y'all. Well, don't take her away from here, but.
Let me know. I can take a couple trips, take a couple weekends off.
Okay. Yes.
Stay in character in between scenes.
I'm gonna say red. Like I that's a little extra. Like you can do it, and I do it sometimes. I think it can be
both.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because sometimes you have to. Yeah, it could be both. That's an actor's choice.
Okay, preference thing.
Preference. Yeah.
Last but not least, improv a line.
Oh, I love it.
How does 50 Cent feel about that?
We weren't allowed to do that this season. No, I love it. But
have you all done it in previous seasons? Can you answer?
I can neither confirm
nor deny.
Deny, because our script writers are so good.
Okay, that's what I was going to say. They're so good that I feel like we wouldn't know if it was something was improv or not. So I don't, or maybe you might not even need to, because the writing has been so good.
That's the beauty, and that's actually when you're growing your actor muscle. Because I don't want to discredit anybody. I would think I would say a newer actor might think, I have to put an extra spin on
stuff.
But sometimes everything you need is right there. And I'm learning it can be something as subtle as just whatever you would do natural could make up for all of those words that you think you need to say. So that's been a great acting lesson for me. So no, you can't really improv, because these are people's words, especially if you're doing theater. You do that, you're gone.
Yeah.
You can't say, I don't want to say Shakespeare. I want to throw in, like, no, ma'am.
Make a new name. Like, you can't do that.
No. So, yeah.
Okay.
From that. So even though you're not able to improv, are you guys ever able to give notes to the writers maybe on how something is said?
Oh, that's a great point. We are blessed because our writers are everything. Our executive producer, Sasha Penn, they're just the kindest person. Yeah. So we're able to collaborate. We're able to give suggestions, but it's usually not the etiquette. It's like everybody has their lane, It's like, sometimes, if you've been in the business a long time, you may want to go to the camera and say, hey, is that angle or what lens are you using? But again, I think everybody kind of stays in their lane, but there have been moments where I've gone to the writer and just say, hey, with all due respect, could I ask why? And do you think maybe I think this might, and then they're very open, and it's just very loving.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah. Is there any advice that you can give someone who is trying to figure out their career? You've dabbled in several different industries, so you've had experience, like for real. Like you've done several different things. Someone who might be in that same position or in a different mindset of being like, man, I felt like this was my dream here this year, but now I feel like I got something else pulling me in another direction. What would just be some advice that you can share with them?
I would say take a class. You know, that's always like, okay, so if you want to drive, learn to drive. If you think you want to be an actress, but you're like, look, I'm working at the post. I'm like, dude, save, do that, plan your IRA, just keep that job. But I'm sure there's a class you can take on Saturdays, or a class you could take. Every local college or any city
that's true
has an acting class, and you never know you know who you might meet or whatever. And I would say then build your muscle and really see, because you'll know right away, ooh, if this is something I'm eager to get off work and go home and watch a movie or go to the gym or read a play. It'll start awakening that in you, but that's the first step, or if you want to model, okay, great. If you got bad start working on your skin, start watching start thinking of how to get pictures, or start on your what I used to do before I was even like, oh, maybe I want to model one day, like not even before anybody told me I could do it. My friends would always take pictures. They were trying to be photographers. I'm like, let's on the weekends go and
perfect,
see what we can create.
Right.
So I would definitely say just take a class and see if this is something you want to do, and then go for it.
You never know till you try.
Do a show. You can do a show in any city. You don't have to be in New York or LA, and then you can get an agent in almost every city and do commercial. Like, that's what's up. I have friends working in Iowa. Like, you can work wherever. So that's luckily now with self-tapes you can do it anywhere too.
Okay. Now we talked about what shows pop could be on, but what would be, if you could create your own role for yourself, what would it be?
Oh, definitely a detective of some sort. Really? I'm obsessed with crime.
Yeah, I was gonna say you've had the Blacklist experience of being on.
Love it. Although I like comedy, but I love a good thriller, a good drama. So I would create a role where she's a sleuth and she's trying to find something different each week and different encounters. Because I think it's fascinating to work with a revolving cast. So, and just trying to uncover something, and maybe she has a secret, but anything law based.
Okay, it's giving Law and Order, or even Equalizer. Queen Latifah been doing her thing on the Equalizer.
She's everything. I love that show.
Yeah, no, this new season just came out too. Love it. Okay, final question for you. Back in 2019, I saw you did an interview, and you said in 10 years from now, you said, quote, "I see myself being a super successful actress, producer, and real estate investor. I also see myself married with a garden." My question to you is, in 2025, do you feel like you're on track for those goals?
It's almost 29.
And have some of those changed?
Yes, I think I'm on track for some of those goals. Yeah.
Period. Okay.
Period. Yeah, I think I'm on track for some of those goals.
All right. Well, and make sure you invite me to the wedding, please.
One day.
And the garden. Let me know what you're growing. Because with all this
greens,
stuff,
I want some. I love to garden. Yeah,
I do not have a green thumb. I never really tried either. That's the thing. Like, I never really
small, just some vine tomatoes, or the little ones in the kitchen.
You make it sound cool and easy, but when I actually tried it, like, my roses can't even last a day. So I don't know if we can. I don't know if fruits and veggies is I don't know. That might not be for me.
Well, we'll get you. We'll get you started.
Okay, we'll pick it up somewhere. Last question for you. I lied last time I said it was the last question. This is actually the last question.
This is fun. This is good.
If you could challenge a friend or a colleague to come on this show and share their journey just as you did, who would it be?
I would say Wendell Pierce.
Okay.
Yeah, man. I mean, he is, I know he's a New Orleans Saints fan, but I hear he also likes the Chiefs.
I mean, at this point, he ain't really got no choice.
I mean, and I just think he'd be great to come on and speak to the audiences. And he's a radio station owner. So I think that would be, he's been on radio before. To talk, I think he'd be great. Yeah.
Okay. There's a challenge. Wendell Pierce. We're going to be looking for
Tag your it.
Yeah,
I think
you
that'd
are
be
it.
great.
Yeah.
I think,
All right.
Yeah, I think I'd challenge him.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to
you.
chat with me, answer
you
all
so
50,000
much.
questions that I had,
Thank you.
all of these segments. Congratulations to you and all the success that you have and every other endeavor that you will have in the future.
Thank you so
March
much.
7th, Raising Canaan will be on
you.
Stars. Make sure you got your subscription in order or whoever's password that you need. Figure it out because I'm gonna be tapped in with it.
Please, and can I give a shameless plug? I feel bad,
Do
but
your thing.
if you're in Kansas City and you need any fresh gear, shop IMKC Ward Parkway, 18th and
Yep.
Vine. That's my family. Ask for the popper. Tell them Erika sent you. Please, support us and go. It's a great store. Thank you very much for that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Week
for
5.
having me.
We killing it. See y'all next week.